Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen name. It's me, Ella. Today is Tuesday, so it is what I've been crocheting. I have not crocheted a whole lot this past week. It's mostly for two reasons. One, I kind of lost my crojo. I kept looking for stuff to make and I just kept not being interested in making anything. And two, this is all the fiber fill I have left. It's not much at all. Actually, I'm supposed to get a 20-pound box today from FedEx. So, it was supposed to come yesterday, but then they updated the delivery date to today. So, I'm excited about that because I need something. But yeah, so I made a few amigurumis this week, and I worked on my Halloween blanket, and I also started a new amigurumi I'm going to share with you and talk about tension. So, first I made two more little Tofu Turtles. They're so cute. This is a paid for pattern. I love this pattern. It is so fun to make, and it sold really well at my last craft market. This right here, this pink is Bloom Chenille Bloom Chunky, something like that. And then this brown color is Parfait Chunky. They're this Parfait is slightly smaller than the Bloom yarn, but I think it still works good together. So I'll put safety eyes on that one. I still need to put a little mouth on it. And this one is the Loops and Thread yarn. Is that right? That I just bought the other day. These yarns. That was on clearance. And this is Parfait Chunky. This one's more the same size as Parfait Chunky. I'm going to stitch on eyes and a mouth on him. So I got those done. I just tossed them into my bucket of amigurumis that need body parts. Most of them need eyes and mouths and things like that. And then I also made a love cat. This pattern is one that I just make my own. Like I don't even write it down. They're all slightly different when I do them. I just start with 8 single crochet and then I increase up, usually 3 or 4 times. I think this one I did increase 4 times. And then I just do a row with the ears on it and the little feet down here. And then I do some body rolls, and then I do the back feet, and then I always surface crochet the tail on later. But it's pretty easy, and then I just stitched on the eyes, and he does have a nose and whiskers that I used worsted weight yarn to stitch on there. But yeah, he's made with Bernat Blanket Bright, and he's cutie. I love him. So I want to make some more of these for sure because they were popular. I want to make a black one and some other ones, I don't know. But the little orange cat is just cute. I had to make him. I did make him a little shorter than normal. I normally make them longer this way, but I still think he's cute. So I made him, and like I said, there's no pattern. There are plenty of patterns out there for cats similar looking to that one. And then other than that, I just kind of worked on my Halloween blanket a little bit, and I did start a new amigurumi, which we'll talk about in just a minute. I'll show you my Halloween blanket real quick. I need to take a moment and weave in the ends, so I might try to do that today. But the center square is a corner to corner, and it is called Witch Boots. It is a coaster by DIY Crochet Lily, free. And then I'm just doing granny stitch around it, scrap yarns. So that's where it's at right now. It's getting there. I used a E-hook, I think E or a G, or I don't know. I can't remember. I have to go back and look for this part, so it's tighter. And then for this the outer part, I'm using a I-hook, which is a 5.5 millimeter. So that it's a little bit more, you know, pliable. But it's coming along. I'm working on that a little bit every day. I need to stop and weave in the ends because there's quite a few. And yeah, yesterday I wanted to make this pattern that I purchased last year. I made it last year. And I gave it to my swap partner, my Halloween swap partner. And it is it's called Frank, the Little Frankenstein, or the Baby Frankenstein, I can't remember now. By, I think it's a Booby, I'm not sure how you say that. Designs on Ravelry. I just paid for it. Did I say that? I can't remember. But last year I made it with worsted weight yarn and probably an elf hook at 3.75. Because that's what I used to always use on worsted weight yarn up until recently. But I don't know if it's because of working with all the blanket yarns and stuff, but my tension has changed so much So I'm gonna pop in a picture real quick of the one I made last year. He's so cute. I love him. And he turned out quite large. You can tell from the picture, and I'm holding him in one of my hands, and he's like that big, like a foot tall, somewhere around there. And then, so I pulled out my yarn yesterday to start another one for me, because I wanted one for me to keep. Worsted weight yarn, and I tried with that elf hook, and it was full of holes. So I went down to a E-hook, and it still had holes in it. So then I pulled out my C-hook, which is a 2.75. It's a pretty small hook. And I'm making them with it. And my tension is so tight. Look how small he's turned out to be. He's going to be like a little hand-sized Frankenstein. His head is quite large. I got to do like that many rolls of his head. And then I need his arms and his little collar for his sweater. But he's turned out so small. Look how tight the stitches are. If I did any hook bigger than a C hook, which is a 2.75, there were holes. And I don't know why my tension has changed so much. It's weird. Unless it's just because I've been working with all these big fatter yarns lately. But it bummed me out because I wanted to make one just like the one I made last year. And every bit of this is red heart yarn. All the yarn that I used in hers was red heart yarn. Maybe this is just all thinner. I know the black is bigger. You can kind of see that the black looks bigger. And I know the gray and the purple are on the thin side. And this is spring green. It's, you know, it's pretty normal worsted weight size. But I hated that. When I was working, I was like, dang it. Because I wanted it to be big and cute. And it's like Michelle from Pixie Mary Crates. She uses a 5mm hook with worsted weight yarn and makes all her cute amigurumis. And they look perfect. There's no holes or anything. But if I use a 5mm hook with worsted weight yarn, there's holes. I'll show you an example. This is actually a Michelle pattern. But look, see, this is my tension with a 5mm hook and worsted weight yarn. I made this last year, I think, or the year before that. And this is her pattern, so I was trying to follow exactly what she did, and it came out like that. And it's not overstuffed. You can see it's not like fatly stuffed. It's just a tension issue. So I used to always, when I first started crocheting, I used a 5mm hook for everything, because that's what I had. And then, you know, the last few years I've been using an elf hook, which is a 3.75, and sometimes a G hook, you know, depending on the yarn. But then, what did I make recently that was worsted weight? I crocheted something else that was worsted weight. Oh, I can't share it with you because it was a test pattern. And even it was turning out bad and holy with like an elf hook. So I had to go down with it too. I don't know. I hate that my tension has changed so much to be so tight, because I really like making the big cute ones. And in order to make this bigger now, I would have to use bigger yarn. And I don't have like a nice selection of colors of size 5s and 6s as I do with worsted weight. You know, I have a little bit of everything in worsted weight. And, but now this is what I get. It's a little tight stitched. It's still adorable. It's still going to be cute, but I just wanted it to be bigger, and I wanted it to look like the one I made last year. And I bought that pattern in August of 23. And I made it around that time. And it sat on my mantle for a little while until it was time to pack up her package, and then I put it in there. But you could tell from the picture that I'm holding, the stitches look good, there's no holes, and it's much bigger because I used a bigger hook. But now I'm using a little tiny hook because my tension has changed so much, and I don't know if it's because I started working with this chunkier yarn or what. I don't know. Has it ever happened to you? Do you have tension issues? I feel like my tension just keeps getting tighter and tighter and tighter. I think it might be a stress thing, you know. I stress crochet sometimes, and that shows in my work. And even though this ghost has holes all in it, I still keep him. He's still adorable. I still love him. He's dirty because of the kids. But, yeah, he's just up on the mantle. That's why his arms are so stretched out. You can see where the kids have been doing that, you know, and slinging them around. They tend to throw my amigurumis to each other. So, I don't know. Even them two, the other two ones back there were made with, bigger hook, and I know for sure this was made with 5mm. Because it was back when I only used 5mm for amigurumis. And look. This was 2017. This was last year, I think. Both worsted weight. Both 5mm hook. Tension change. And now this is worsted weight as well. But it's done tightly because of my tension changing so much. Isn't that crazy? This is not Red Heart. This is the Mainstays green yard that they used to have, and now it's like really hard to find. Isn't that crazy? I don't know. I'm just a little bummed out that my tension has changed so much. I don't know how to loosen it back up. Because I tried when I was starting this. I started his little foot, because you start the feet multiple times, and I would do a few rows and it would just have holes in it, and I knew like as soon as I stuffed it, you'd be able to see the stuffing through it like this, which I don't like. It looks bad when that happens. But yeah, anyways, let me know if you've ever had your tension change so dramatically, because this is crazy. This looks like it's made with DK yarn, but it's not. It's worsted weight. It's just very tight. I don't know. I know it also depends on the yarn, because some yarns, even though they're worsted, they're like, there's like a spectrum of worsted, you know? And like some of the Red Heart, like particularly the Aran and cream colors, are bigger and bouncier. Some of them also tend to be thin always, like all the grays seem to be super thin. I don't know why. I don't know if it has to do with the dyes or what. And then like this over here, this glowworm, what's there? Right here. It's bigger and bouncier. These mustard colors here are worsted by Hirschner's, and it seems bigger than like Red Heart worsted. I don't know. It's just frustrating. I just wish that I could make them the way I used to make them, because I don't want to make them all little and tiny like this. I've never been interested in making little tiny amigurumis. I always liked making the big ones, you know. But I don't know. I can't help it if my tension changed. But this little guy's still attached to my spring green yarn. See? He's attached to it. So I gotta do quite a few rows for his head. He has a really big head, and then I gotta do some black rows for his hair. And then I'll make his pieces and put them together. But he's just gonna be small. I also have my friend, my swap partner, she bought me, I think last year, the vampire pattern that's also part of this collection. So I was gonna make those this year too. But I wonder if they're going to turn out as small as this Frankenstein. I guess it depends on the yarn that I use. And then the last one, there's a witch that I want to get. I need to get its pattern. It's a cute little witch. I'd like to have all of them. But he's just going to be little, I guess. I did start stuffing him a little bit. I got his legs stuffed. But, well, I'll work on that today, I guess, at some point. But anyways, that's what I've been working on. Not a whole lot. Mostly been doing house stuff, been getting caught up on stuff, been kind of behind on some things. And now that my stuffing's supposed to come today, my Hirschner's yarn is at the post office right now. I just have to go pick it up. So I'll be doing a haul video for that, and then I can start working on all the little things that I want to build up a stock for. I've been kind of waiting for that yarn to come so that I can start working on all those little patterns I like making. I'm slowly working with some of this yarn. It's just, I kind of lost my Crochet last week, and I'm just taking a break kind of because I don't have another market until the end of October, so I have plenty of time to just chill and work on things I want to work on. But yeah, I guess that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. I'll leave any of the ones that had patterns links below, and let me know in the comments if you've just had your tension change like crazy out of the blue. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off here, and I'll see you guys in another video, either Halloween one or tomorrow for Whip Wednesday, right? Yeah. Today's Tuesday, right? I keep forgetting what day it is. And I'll see my haul video too. My first Hirschner's haul coming up. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off. Bye, guys.